Hello, everybody. This is Michelle from Butterfly Survivors Tribe. How's everybody doing today? So I am up the Angeles Crest Highway over here in just above La Crescenta, California. And I love the Angeles Crest. My uncle was an Angeles forest fighter, so National Angeles forest fighter for many years, and he just retired a couple years ago. So you're going to hear little nature sounds. There's going to be more cars driving by than maybe some of my previous videos, but it's a little later in the day. It's like in the early afternoon, so I'm just going to work with it. So today we have, I'm going to pull from two decks, Heal Yourself Oracle reading cards and inspirational oracle cards, and it's called Cats. So I'm a little closer to the road, so there's going to be a little bit more cars, but that's okay. Anyways, I'm going to focus on my talk. So the first card that I pulled today, and this is, again, I'm going to discuss healing from childhood sexual abuse as an adult. So viewer discretion advised, sensitive material, whatever, all those, precautionary things. But mostly it's about healing. So I'll talk a little bit more about my experience as well. But basically the first card that I pulled was Have Faith. So as a survivor who has chosen the path of healing, I feel like you need to have faith that the path that you're on is the correct path and the right timing for you. It's such an individual healing process that you have to carve your own healing path. And a lot of the therapies that I've found, hypnotherapy, talking to a psychologist, any of the 12-step programs that you may qualify for, or just your community within your church or whatever, however you want to go about it, usually the right type of healing comes along at the right time for you. At least that's what happened with me. And hypnotherapy helped me a lot in the way that, I guess one of the biggest things as a survivor is it was hard for me to calm my central nervous system because something was always going on around me that I had to, be afraid of or be concerned with or, watch out for. So I didn't really learn how to relax. And the hypnotherapy helped me quiet my inner being, and then I was able to kind of get deeper and get more real with my truth of what happened to me. So I do recommend hypnotherapy. It's very, very relaxing and it's really healing, and the hypnotherapist just is there to listen to you and whatever comes out when you're relaxed, in a relaxed state like that. And I found that to be really helpful. So the next card that I pulled is from the cat deck, and it's Attention. So pay attention to your feelings, pay attention to your emotions, pay attention to what kind of signs that you get. Pay attention to what people say, people that love you, people that know where you've been, where you're going, and what you're trying to accomplish. And I think healing is an open-ended thing here. It's like we're us survivors are probably always going to be healing for the rest of our lives. Once you choose positivity and a healing path, it's open-ended. It's just going to be ongoing, and that's great. So that's basically where I'm at right now. I'm just surrounding myself by the right company. I'm talking to all the right people. I'm, deciphering who I should have in my life and who I shouldn't. And one of the things that I was going to say is that my son, he just, he turned 26, he got married last year, and he's very, very sweet. And I might be a grandma. I don't know when that's going to happen, only God knows, but I'm sure I'm going to be a grandma soon because I know they want to have kids, and I'm excited for the path that my kids are going on. My youngest is 18, and he started at his city college. So I'm really excited for them, and I'm happy to say that I've paved the way, and I've tried my best to give my kids the best life possible. And as a survivor, that really isn't easy, and it wasn't easy. But now that they're both over 18 and they're both kind of pretty curious, they know somewhat about my story and some holes that I have to fill in. But I shielded them from a lot because I didn't want to make them, feel the pain, like, oh my God, like, my mom went through this. And, I figured what was appropriate for them at which age. So far, so good. So, yeah, just pay attention to your inner child, your inner being. Find out what you need at any given time and give that to yourself. Self-love is so important, and cherishing yourself and respecting yourself. And that way you can respect other people even better. So it's like the self-love journey has taken such a really long time. And it's like the best thing that I can say is learn to value yourself, because not everybody will value you. Obviously, us, survivors that were abused at a very early age, and us children of, boomer generation, Gen X generation, and even some millennials, and all the generations before, I feel like we weren't really meant to go through the type of abuse that we went through, but because the adults in our lives, or in these cases, the abusers, I'm having to hold this because I'm not on steady ground. I'm holding my camera tripod. Anyway, so yeah, the best thing you can do is value yourself and give yourself self-love and give yourself the care and the love that you didn't really receive, or, and that takes regression, going back in your memory and finding out what you need to heal from, as I've mentioned before on some of my other videos. And I find that the more honest you get with yourself, the more healing that is available to you. And you have to try different methods of healing before you know how you're going to react to it, or how you're going to receive it, or how it's going to affect you, and how you can use it to your benefit. So you have to kind of just go through different therapies and say, I've made the biggest strides, or the most healing with this particular therapy, and then you just go for it. And then something else will come along, and you try that, and you try that. It's like a new path that opens. And the more honest that you are with yourself, the more healing from the inside out that gets done. So I like to say, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Some people are trying to make it a 5-day weekend for this Memorial Day and all that. But yeah, I hope you heal so much that you shine from the inside out. And I wish everybody the best. Until next video, take care, everybody. Michelle signing off from Butterfly Survivors Tribe. Bye-bye.